Hello, welcome to the Basement Sports Shop. I'm your host, your boy, Al. We have a banging show lined up for you today. It's the inaugural launch of the Basement Sports Shop. We're gonna chop old school, new school. You know how we do it. We have a wonderful lineup of guests gonna join us, and the people gonna burn up the phone lines. We're gonna chop from LA to New York, from the Chi to Big D, H-Town, cover all that. The JVs and the grown men, right here on the Basement Sports Chop, coming right up. What else you chopping on? I see you all lathered up. San Antonio State.
You got me. Okay, second, let's jump out west. We got my man Buttery.
Yeah.
What's going on with the OKC organization to where they let Russell Westbrook control the tempo of the game when they claim they're trying to win a ship? What can be done out there to harness his energy and steer him in a positive direction, if anything?
That is the million-dollar question, and I don't have a clue because they clearly hooked up the chains to the bust of Russell Westbrook. He's a fabulous talent.
Yes, sir.
But I don't see, what I don't see, and maybe we're just not privy to it, is what are they trying to do in terms of getting him to understand the mental part of the game and managing the game as a point guard, where you are selective on attacking, aggressive, but as important as all of that is getting other players off, because he can get his, and he can get to the front of that basket as well as anybody in the league.
Yes, sir.
Russell Westbrook and Tony Parker right now are the two dominant point guards in terms of I'm going to get to the rim. There's nothing that you're going to be able to do about it. They are the best. We have an asterisk by D Rose. I'm a shy guy. I'm going to let you know MVP Rose was that other guy that would get to the front of that rim when he decided. But back to your point with the Thunder, I don't know if they even know. I don't know if they even know, because when they handed the keys to Westbrook is when they dealt Harden. And it's been kind of an up and down. They're so talented and have such a good team that it doesn't matter until they get away with so much. And as I said, Serge Ibaka is huge in erasing mistakes. He erases a lot of mistakes on that defensive end and gets the traffic going back the other way. But in a series like this, you see that exposure. It's there. I don't know if they have an answer. I don't. It's the chop.
Let me ask you this, then. How much of that is on Kevin Durant to say,
oh yeah,
y'all need to do something? Like, how many other of the all-time greats that I heard you talking about?
Yep.
How many of their number twos would have been able to do what Westbrook does and still walk around and tell about it?
Hey, well, we know back in the day at Lakerland, didn't nothing go down without Magic's okay and signing. Magic moved players, Magic moved coaches.
Same with Jake in Detroit.
Right.
Same with Mike in Chicago.
And
you know, and I go so far to even say today's game in LA with Kobe and Miami with LeBron.
oh, definitely Kobe.
If you're talking about top tier guys, would you not agree that Durant is a once a generation, if not longer, type talent?
Definitely he is.
Have we seen anything
Definitely
like Durant before?
Never.
Okay, so how many notches does it take him down off the pedestal for being somewhat of a gun?
So here's what we know about Buttery is an MVP hasn't been swept in a playoff series since 1989. Think about that. An MVP player has not been swept since 1989. They have this greatness about them where if they need to get a game, dominate a game, dominate a series, they do it. He's struggling to do it. He's challenged a little bit in his game, and as is Russell in terms of getting the other guys involved. When the playoffs first started, courtesy of one of the Thunder newspaper articles, unreliable, Mr. Unreliable, he was labeled. And I'm sitting here wondering, just last night, if those words are in the minds of the Thunder faithful, if those words are in the minds of Buttery, Kevin Durant himself. Fabulous talent. I don't know how they're going to derail this freight train that's running through them, called the San Antonio Spurs. I don't see it happening. I don't even know how they can slow it down. And I see the Spurs running straight through them and waiting for game one, for the arrival of Kang and Weezy. This off season, they're gonna have to continue to try to talk to Russell. For a long time, they had Maurice Cheeks as an assistant coach, and you knew he was a mentor. He was there to mentor Russell. Cheeks moved on this past year to Detroit, which didn't work out. But they need, and Derek Fisher is there, who's not that kind of point guard, but he understands the game. I think they have to bring someone in the mix that is of influence, someone that Russell respects, that says when this guy speaks, and we see that in sports. If you're a coach and you're in year one and you're nobody respects you. If you're Phil Jackson, who walks in with 11 rings, then the players stop and listen. I think that's something that the Thunder have to think about. Who is that guy that's out there in the organization? Doc Rivers is one of those guys, and I'm not trying to start any rumors. Doc is locked in, sealed with the Clippers, but I think they need someone that when he walks in, that order is restored, and when he speaks, it's not that it's mandated, it's welcomed, and that's something that Russell would welcome. If someone like a Magic Johnson, who has no affiliation whatsoever to the Thunder, but if you get some kind of guy somewhere in the organization like that, it's that calming influence that can just break down the game. That's what I think Russell Westbrook is missing, and the Thunder are missing. Who is that guy that's willing to partner up with the Thunder? I don't know who it is, and it'll remain a mystery. Be interesting what they do in the off season. Do they simply say, hey, if we get everybody healthy, Russell was out last year in the playoffs, the first round. Now it's Ibaka. Do they say, hey, we're close, we just have to stay healthy? Or do they say, hey, we need to bring someone in to help further develop the thoughts of Russell Westbrook? It's Al at the Chop, the Basement Sports Chop, chopping with my guy True from the Shy. Appreciate you call, True. I'll holler back. All right.
All right. I talk to you.
That was True from the Shy.